It's not easy, but it's definitely possible. You can live a relatively normal life in Thailand for just $300 a month. And no, not in ESIM or any other remote place. We'll do that in Chiang Mai, the most beautiful city in Thailand. And don't worry, you don't need to cook, and chances are really high that you won't even have a kitchen in your studio. But who cares? I'm gonna show you some amazing $1 meals. You're gonna drink really good coffee every single morning, go to gym, yoga, be a part of expat community, probably lose a few pounds, and live in a small but cozy place. But listen, to make it clear, you don't want to live like this forever. But if you're planning a new beginning and you're forced to start on a super tight budget, yes, it's totally possible. And it's not that bad. Actually, I'm quite sure you'll be happier and save money faster than you would back home. In this video, I'll break down all the costs for you and share plenty of useful local tips. And the most important, I'll tell you exactly what to do and where to go when your visa expires. Like that, you're gonna never break the bank and you'll continue building up that new beautiful life in Southeast Asia. First, let's see where your money goes. We're gonna make a quick list of costs of living, usual basic stuff like anywhere else. We'll start with rent and utilities. If you know where to look and you're not too picky, in Chiang Mai that's extremely cheap. Just always remember, you're not staying here forever. This is just temporary phase, so relax, you'll be more than fine. Next thing on our list, food and drinks. I think this is the biggest problem for foreigners when it comes to living on a Thai budget in Southeast Asia. Even if you love ordering Thai food back home, trust me, here is just another level. Especially if you're gonna eat in super local places. So I'm gonna show you a couple of tricks and bring you to my favorite local restaurants. You'll see exactly what to eat and how. $1 meals, light and healthy and that your body can tolerate pretty well. Spoiler alert, we're not living just on rice and noodles. Next main thing is of course transportation. Usually a wallet killer, but not in Chiang Mai. Plus this place where we stay is really good located. I'll show you everything. You're gonna need local SIM card with unlimited internet and place to work. Then comes gym membership and other sports activities. Next on our list is laundry. That's also really cheap and simple here, if you put just a tiny bit of effort. And finally, other expenses such as social activities and weekend trips. Chiang Mai is surely one of the best places to be. I'm 35, coming from Serbia, a small country in Europe where life has been pretty messed up for the last 35 years. So, for people there living on a moderate budget, it's not actually a rocket science. But listen, no matter who you are and where you're from, you really don't want to live in Thailand as a foreigner on just $300 a month. I mean, if you can add just a couple hundreds more, it makes a huge difference. Let's say you quit your job and you want to move to Southeast Asia. How much money actually you need? Thailand is by far the most simple for the beginning. Forget about islands and seaside and settle down in Chiang Mai. Yes, there are many other cheaper and maybe even more beautiful places, but what you need the most now is the community. Here you're gonna be surrounded with many like-minded people and close to good opportunities. No matter how many YouTube videos you watch, the reality is you're gonna need some help and feel much better if you socialize. So you finally decided to move to Thailand. How much money you actually need? I would say $6,000 US. That's a solid buffer until you settle in and set your incomes rolling again. But money is not enough. You're gonna need some proper skills and ideas. And of course, a lot of discipline. Here in Thailand, your money can vanish quicker than you think. I know, everything feels new, exotic, and way cheaper than back home. Plus, you'll feel 100% more attractive and interesting here. But sorry, you'll have to say no to a lot of things. Amazing food, legal weed, pool parties, nightlife, co-working spaces with saunas and ice baths, and cheap Thai massage every single day. It's really harder than you think. You're gonna need a real discipline here, cause this is not a holiday, this is $300 a month in Thailand. Let's see finally how that looks like. It's Sunday morning. Not exactly the perfect time to start my weekly routine videos, but whatever. After all, in Thailand that doesn't make much difference. Everything we need usually works normally. I knew it. The water guy forgot again about me. I mean, you won't die if you take a glass of tap water here in Chiang Mai. But that should definitely be your plan C or maybe even plan D. One thing's for sure. Plan A failed. Not everything works normally on weekends after all. But even better, let's get drinking water like a real local. You're gonna need a couple of bottles like this. And don't worry, you can get water like this almost anywhere in Thailand. It's by far the cheapest and probably the best option. This is water vending machine with reverse osmosis purification system. Okay, that's what we're gonna get for 10 baht. 3 liters altogether, and it costed us 1 Thai baht. Okay, we definitely need to take this more seriously. Oh, one more shaker. God damn, nice. As you can see, this round we went all in, collecting every single bottle we could find. In total, I think we took around 8 liters, which is more than 2 gallons. And we probably left another 5 gallons for the lovely neighbors. So our weekly drinking water costs just 3 Thai baht. Plus you're avoiding cheap plastic. Cause in the end, almost all of this will end up here. No, I'm not planning to take a shower. I had more than enough water activities for one morning. Instead, I'm gonna start by slowly showing you my apartment and what can you get for just $90 a month in Chiang Mai. The reality is you can find even better place than this. But as you know, we need a pet-friendly place. So the options are quite limited in Chiang Mai, especially if you got a dog. Welcome to our 1-bedroom apartment. Small and simple, but has everything what we need. Sofa, little kitchen, place to work. The bedroom is nice and cozy. Little toilet and of course, shower. Definitely nothing fancy, but it has 2 air conditioners, which is in Thailand a must. The building has free Wi-Fi, 24-hour security, decent parking, and it's a really good base for rest and work, and the most important, to keep your stuff safe while you're exploring beautiful Southeast Asia. Monthly price of this place is 5,000 Thai baht, but right next to us there's a little studio which costs only 3,000. So this is what you get for $90. And for one person, it's more than enough. There was a bed next to this wall, but we put it out because we have our own. They gave us both of these places for just $200, plus utilities, which are around 20 bucks in total. Once again, for 200 in Chiang Mai, you can really find amazing place. Much better than this one. But again, we need a pet-friendly place, and this was the best what we found. It's also close to university campus, which is in Chiang Mai, the most important thing when you choose the place to stay. I'll show you why in a very soon. Of course, for $1 you shouldn't expect much. But also, don't think you're gonna eat lizards or monkey brains. In Chiang Mai, $1 food can be really decent, even for Westerners. Anyone who says there is no way that foreigners can handle this is making classic rookie mistakes. Guys, listen, you don't just land in Thailand and start smashing hardcore local Thai dishes. Good news, Thai food is not even the cheapest option. If you want something mild, easy on the stomach and super budget friendly, start with ROBBIE's food, also known as Shan food. I'll show you now my usual daily routine, and by far the best places to eat if you really need to save up. So here is the game plan. Number 1 is Shan food. Number 2 is Thai food from the university food courts. Number 3 is super cheap, healthy vegetarian food. Number 4 is all the night market and street food goodness. And number 5, classic local Thai food from Business Park. In between all that, I'm gonna eat plenty of fruits, avocados, nuts and smoothies. It's simple, you'll eat where locals eat. The Sham people, or Thai Yai, as locals call them, are huge and the cheapest labor force here, and they mostly eat their own dishes. That meal is usually under $1 and coffee can be less than 50 cents. Perfect intro if you want local vibes without the stomach shock. Here I usually take one main dish, some healthy snacks and a salad. That usually costs around $2. You'll find my favorite places in the description, or you can just search in Google Maps Shan food and you're gonna find many good places around you. If you can, always choose to live nearby universities. Uni campuses are insane for budget eating. Tons of choices and almost nothing costs more than $2. They also got international students, everything is in English, so ordering food is very simple and easy. Let me show you around. Staying near the university campus gives you far more green space to walk, jog, play sports, and simply enjoy the outdoors more than anywhere else in Chiang Mai. But let's go back to food options. Here I usually get some meat with rice and soup, and I add a couple of eggs for extra protein. You can also find some cheap fruits, smoothies, coffee, tea, or whatever is your favorite drink. Another solid budget move for beginners is those local spots with a whole line of pre-cooked Thai dishes. The deal is simple, unlimited rice and 2 dishes on top. Most likely nobody speaks English, but everything's right there in front of you, so just point and smile. For my first time, I would always go with veggies, mushrooms, tofu and stuff like that. Food is always fresh and tasty, and the plate is usually just $1.
Altogether 85 baht.
As you can see, you really don't need to eat from 7-Eleven and all of these poison things. Support real locals and people who actually need it the most. And don't stress about the language. Even if you don't speak a word of Thai, a warm smile goes a long way. The people here are wonderfully kind and truly happy to see you. So just relax and enjoy real local vibes. Okay, it's time for dinner. If you want real local energy and the best $1 food, night markets are the place for you. Thai street food is world famous. But if you're going to have it often, you need to be careful and choose wisely. Avoid touristy areas like Old Town and Neiman. The best prices and the best food is at the places which only real locals know about. These night markets are usually in front of Lotus or Big C, giant supermarkets which Thai people love the most. So normally here we buy a lot of fruits and some cheap food options like this chicken for example. Desserts are amazing, but avoid eating curries and soups. They're way too strong and honestly not the best. My personal favorite is avocado coconut smoothie with no sugar and no syrup. Really, you have to try this combination. As you know, in Thailand, you have to say less spicy, but also you have to say less sweet. Thai people are just crazy about sugar. It's good to keep that on your mind. 2 of us here, we spend 100 Thai baht and we really eat a lot. Plus, our weekly fruit stock costs no more than $5. Night markets in Thailand are not just about grabbing a quick bite. It's the place where locals connect, hang out and laugh. Skipping them would mean missing one of the best parts of Thai life and culture. Of course, beside this amazing, affordable street food. Now that you know how to eat on a super tiny budget in Chiang Mai, I'll take you to my favorite place to work out, play sports, socialize, all of that totally free. So this is Decathlon. You probably know it as a massive sports store from Europe. But here in Chiang Mai, it's on a whole different level. And I never seen anything like this in any other Decathlon store. They've got all kinds of equipment just out in the open. Here, you can literally work out for free. But the best of all, they run Muay Thai classes, you can play different sports, or jump into group sessions like yoga, aerobic, Zumba, pretty much something for everyone. It's also an awesome place to meet people. The expat community here uses this spot a lot. Almost every day you can find group workouts, events, and just a really social vibe. Links for WhatsApp and Facebook groups I'm gonna leave you in the description. And yes, it's all free of charge. Just make sure to check out their amazing store and buy something. Anyway, it's the most affordable and best place in the city. Also, in Chiang Mai, you'll find a good gym pretty much anywhere you go. A typical day pass costs about 60 Thai baht, and monthly memberships usually start around 800 Thai baht and go up from there. In the city, there is also free yoga in the park. This is also a great way to meet new people and to socialize every single day, beside maybe during the smoky season. On the weekends, we always join some of the hiking groups on nearby mountains. This is by far my favorite activity here, and it's the best and safest way to explore the beautiful nature of northern Thailand. Okay, I think this is more than enough to keep you fit. Next thing is also very important. Of course, it's transportation. Let's see how that looks like and what are the best ways to save up your money on transportation in Chiang Mai. In Southeast Asia, it's really hard to get around just by walking or cycling. Chiang Mai is no exception. Even if you live in a good location, here most people use small motorbikes like this. And you're gonna definitely need the one if you want to live on a super tiny budget. However, I recommend this only to people who are already really experienced. Monthly rental for basic 125cc scooters is usually around $50 US. And for those of you who are staying longer, the best deal is to buy a second-hand scooter. I found mine on Facebook Marketplace for less than $500. Of course, later I'm gonna sell it and probably bring my money back. Comparing to Europe, in Thailand, petrol is really cheap. A full tank costs only 100 Thai baht, and it lasts more than 2 weeks. If you're not an experienced driver, the best option for you is Bolt or Grab bike. One ride is usually 20 to 30 Thai baht. You should also use red trucks, but they are limited only to main areas. Tuk-tuks are fun but more expensive than other options. No matter what you choose, Southeast Asia is crazy. You're gonna need good travel insurance which covers bike accidents. You'll need a proper license and always wear a helmet. Quick note: this video is not sponsored by anyone, but I'm gonna leave you the link for the travel insurance I'm using. Not many people talk about this one, but it's very affordable and covers everything, even if you don't wear a helmet on the back seat of bike taxi. However, if driver doesn't have a helmet for you, you can always cancel this ride for free. Using these links, you're gonna help our channel and also get a little discount. But even if you're not, relax. Your like and subscribe means the world to us, so thank you. We're not only talking numbers today. Don't worry, for all of you guys who are still here with us, we'll share some of the best hidden gems and weekend trips near the city. Beautiful, authentic, and surprisingly affordable. In my opinion, this is the most unique thing to do with your partner. A little weekend adventure just like this. Simply hop on your bike and in less than an hour, you can be chilling in a cozy mountain homestay. Most places include dinner and breakfast, and they're usually only about 500 Thai baht per person. They often have tons of cool activities, but it's totally okay just to relax and do nothing. At our favorite places, you're gonna always have peace and solitude. If you want just shorter half-day trips, climbing sticky waterfalls is free of charge. Just arrive before 9 and you'll basically have the entire place all to yourself. Otherwise, don't waste your time. It really sucks. If you're staying in the city, you have to visit some of these unique artsy markets. You'll find many interesting workshops, live music, cheap food, and everything is so picturesque and usually tucked in the nature. As we already mentioned, in Chiang Mai there are many free events, so you can easily socialize and stay active without spending much. Doing laundry alone is easy and super cheap. Places like this you'll find everywhere. And they have literally all what you need. Some places even have their own mobile application. You can choose temperature, duration, and pay really fast and easy. A new haircut costs around $3. But in a mountain village you can get one for as little as 50 cents. The only way to go cheaper is to do it on your own. That way you wouldn't cut just your hair. You'd cut your dating and social life costs too. In Chiang Mai, good Wi-Fi is all around. But if you're staying longer, buy local SIM card. It's really cheap and reliable. If you're traveling a lot, ESIM is the best option. We'll leave you the link for the cheapest we found. Before we finally show you where to go after Chiang Mai, let's see once again the list of our basic costs. Life in Thailand on just $300 a month, it's not easy, but comparing to many places, it's still possible, even in 2026. But now, honestly, once you throw in health insurance, visa stuff, and those random expenses that always somehow pop up, you'll probably want to add another $300 on top. With that extra bit, you can enjoy good coffee, eat better, go out more, and just live in a much nicer place overall. I want to share you my story. Back in the day when we first moved to Thailand, we had only $5,000 in our pocket, one-way tickets, and a huge desire to trade long and grey European winter for this. We bought a tiny car and spent the next year living on a super tight budget. Of course, with plenty of ups and downs along the way. Chasing opportunities and living a dream, exploring this beautiful country. First in Krabi, then later in Chiang Mai. Honestly, that was the best decision of my life. Here in the tropics, everything is really simple and easy. You don't need much to be happy. Southeast Asia is safe, affordable, with a level of beauty that just feels unreal. So when your Thai visa expires, don't be afraid to explore around. Just hop over to Vietnam. It's one of the most beautiful and most affordable countries in the world. Start out in Da Nang or Hoi An. Trust me, these are our favorite places. Super easy for beginners. You'll live a healthy, quality life by the sea, eat clean food, drink good coffee, and all of that. And again, being surrounded with many like-minded people is really important. Now in March, when burning season hits Chiang Mai, that's exactly when central Vietnam is most pleasant. And our next video is exactly about that. So click subscribe and see you there.